Hello everyone. Here we are back with the second part of our left presentation on the topic forensic physics. As I introduced before, am Stuti Kansal, a volunteer at Applied Forensic Research Sciences and your host for this lecture. In the previous video, we learned all the basics about forensic physics, including its definition, branches, and the evidences studied in this field. For this part, we are going to take an extensive view on the scope of this field in the future, and we'll also be discussing some of the famous cases which resonate to this field, along with the significance of studying the vast field of forensic physics. So, let's begin. Believe me or not, this field definitely has a vast scope or opportunities for skilled people. One could become a crime scene investigator, as the physicists have a role in the crime scene searching as well as observing carefully for the crime scene reconstruction process. One can also assist in the evidence analysis by applying various tests or techniques for analyzing the physical and trace evidences about which we studied in our previous video. The forensic physicists even play a crucial role in serving as expert witnesses in the court proceedings, where they have the duty of explaining their complex scientific concepts and result findings to the jury in layman or easily understandable language. We definitely have more scopes for forensic physicists in research, contributing to the development in this field to improve and update the existing techniques, instrumentation, and methodologies. The forensic physicists also have a huge scope not only in these government sectors but private as well. They have the right to work independently, privately, or even in consultancy firms providing their expert services to organizations like law enforcement agencies, insurance companies, and many more. They may also go into the educational sector to provide knowledge to the upcoming future generations. After studying all of this, I can definitely suggest you to continue to this field. Now, let us move on to some of the famous case studies where forensic physics plays a major role. Our first case study is about the JFK assassination or the murder of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963 in Texas. He was shot while riding in a motorcade by Lee Harvey Oswald. In its investigation, the forensic physicists analyzed various aspects of the cases, like trajectory of the bullets, the behavior of the ammunition, and the physical and trace evidences present at the crime scene. Then they used their skills to reconstruct the events which lead to the arrest of Lee Harvey Oswald. Although this was the result of the official investigation, people still have been emerging with their numerous conspiracy theories about this case. The next case study about which we are going to discuss is the Sam Shepard case. This case became so famous that it inspired many television industries. On July 4, 1954, the wife of an osteopathic physician, Sam Shepard, named Marilyn Shepard, was brutally murdered in their home in Ohio. Dr. Shepard claimed that he was asleep downstairs, and when he heard his wife scream, he rushed to her but was knocked unconscious by an intruder. In this case investigation, forensic physicists particularly analyzed the blood spatter patterns found at the crime scene, due to which Sam Shepard himself was found guilty of a second-degree murder in December 1954 and was sentenced to life imprisonment. Although he continued to prove his innocence, but at last he was convicted even after many retrials. Our next case study is one of the most famous and tragical events that you all must have definitely heard about. Yes, it is none other than the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster that happened during the re-entry of Columbia into the Earth's atmosphere on February 1, 2003 during its 28th mission. The debris from the disintegration scattered across the areas of Texas and Louisiana. The forensic engineers played a crucial role in analyzing the debris, and the forensic physicists examined the leftover tool marks and the physical evidences to determine the sequence of events leading to the disintegration of the space shuttle. This space shuttle disaster led to the temporary suspension and the re-evaluation of NASA's further missions to minimize the risk of space exploration and enhance the importance of safety protocols. Truly, this case was a dreadful event. Even the first Indian astronaut Kalpana Chawla lost her life in this tragedy. Now, moving on to our next case is the wood chipper murder case or the murder of Hell Crafts that occurred in November 1986 in Newtown of Connecticut. Hell Crafts was a young flight attendant who disappeared very suddenly, and her husband, Richard Kraft, who was a pilot, claimed that she went to Denmark over an argument that they both had. However, when the case was investigated, a chainsaw and a wood chipper was found in Richard's property. When forensic physicists analyzed the tools, it was revealed that some human tissue and bone fragments were mixed with the wood chips inside the wood chipper that ultimately matched to his wife Hellcraft's. As a result, Richard Kraft was arrested and charged with murder of his wife in 1989 and was sentenced to 50 years in prison for his crime. The last case which we're going to study is the Lindbergh kidnap case. It was an extremely dreadful incident that included the abduction of a 20-month-old child, Charles Lindbergh Jr., son of an aviator, on 1st March 1932 in New Jersey. The kid was abducted from the second floor of the Lindbergh family home and a ransom asking $50,000 was found. Astonishingly, even after the father, Charles Lindbergh, paid the ransom money, the baby was not returned. Instead, on May 12, 1932, the body of Charles Lindbergh Jr. was found near their family house in a wooded area. In a thorough investigation, Bruno Richard Hauptmann, a German immigrant's toolbox was examined and a hand plane was found. The forensic physicist identified the imperfections in the plane's blade that caused unique striation marks on the wooden ladder found at the crime scene, proving Hauptmann's guilt. And thus, he was arrested in September 1934 and was convicted of a first-degree murder. Later on, he was executed in the electric chair at the New Jersey State Prison on April 3, 1936. Really, this crime was truly a heinous one. After studying all these case studies, you yourself can understand what significant role does forensic physics plays in the field of forensic science. It plays a crucial role in solving crimes by analyzing the physical evidences at the crime scenes and also helps to reconstruct the series of events. Even it can help to prevent further crimes by analyzing different trends and patterns that can help develop new strategies to prevent future crimes and improve the public safety, such as we studied in the Space Shuttle Columbia case. The forensic physics is also significant in the justice and legal proceedings, helping to convict the guilty and save the innocent. It can often collaborate with other scientific disciplines to enable knowledge, exchange, and enhancing the overall quality. The forensic physics also contributes to the advancement in scientific knowledge and new technological innovations by conducting researches in this field and optics, material sciences, and more. With this, we come to an end of our presentation on forensic physics, and overall, we learned that it is a vast and dynamic field that has enormous amounts of scope and career paths for skilled individuals, and also it is important to provide justice and maintain the law and order in society. I really hope all of your concepts regarding the importance and scope of forensic physics are now clear through this lecture. Thank you so much for watching.